In this video, we'll put everything together and look at a couple examples of finding the equations of lines given information about that line. First, let's find the equation of a line passing through a given point with slope 2/3. Remember, the equation that we are looking for in the end should have this format: y equals mx plus b. So we need to find these values, and one of them is given to us. The slope is 2/3. So I can say for this line, y equals 2/3 x plus b. The only thing missing that I need for the equation of this line in general is this last number, the y-intercept b. Here's how we can find it. This point is on the line. This is an x value and a y value on the line. And since y equals 2/3 x plus b for every point on that line, let's just plug in this point as a sample x value and y value. So this is x, this is y, and I'll take them and plug them in here. -3 equals 2/3 times -1 plus b. This will allow me to solve for b. I have -3 equals -2/3 plus b. I need to add 2/3 to both sides. So we have -3 plus 2/3 equals b. Let's talk a little bit about renaming this and combining this together. -3 is the same as -3/1. And if I'm going to add two fractions together, I need a common denominator. So let's multiply this -3/1. Let's multiply each of these by 3 and rewrite it as -9/3 plus 2/3. Now we have a common denominator, and I can just add the numerators. -9 plus 2 is -7/3. So finally, we have our b value, or our y-intercept. b equals -7/3. That gives me what I need to go back up to here and write the final equation of this line. The final equation of this line is y equals 2/3 x minus 7/3. And we're finished. Next, let's look at the equation of a line passing through 2 points. Here it is -3, 0 and 3, 2. And I'm going to break this problem down into a couple of sub-goals. So remember, we're looking for an equation y equals mx plus b. We need to find a couple of things in this problem. We need to find that slope. It's not given to us. Then we need to find the y-intercept, the value b, and we need to put that all together and write the final equation. So let's start with finding the slope. The slope of a line between 2 points is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'll go ahead and plug those values in. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This equals 2/6, which equals 1/3. So the slope in this case is 1/3. We're going to use that in the next part, finding the y-intercept. So we have the equation of a line, y equals mx plus b. We know what the slope is, so let's plug it in. Y equals 1/3 x plus b. So now the only unknown is the y-intercept, b. How do we find that? Well, again, any of these points are on the line and they fit this equation, y equals 1/3 x plus b. So let's just choose one of these points, maybe -3, 0, and let's plug it in for x and for y. X is -3, y is 0. Let's plug that into this equation. So 0 equals 1/3 times -3 plus b. That will allow me to solve for b. When I simplify this, I get 0 equals -1 plus b. So if I add 1 to both sides, we get 1 equals b, or b equals 1. So we found the slope, we found the y-intercept, and those are the two important pieces that we need to write the equation of the line. Y equals mx plus b in general. So for this specific line, we're talking about the equation y equals 1/3 x plus 1.